What the hell is that? Is that human meat? Like human meat. What I meant to say was, is that meat made for human consumption? Hopefully, it's not human meat. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaining Grounds. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button down below. And do not forget to like this video. Like it now, like it during, like it at the end. I do not care, as long as you like the video before exiting this channel. Okay, we are going to go back to the UK. Some of you might know it as the United Kingdom. There's been a lot of change there over the last month. Queen Elizabeth sadly passed away in early September. Her son, King Charles III, has taken over as monarch. But you know what's never going to change? Kay's cooking and her ability to fascinate me and the world and bring us all together through her odd concoctions in her kitchen. Concoctions that I feel like only Kay could dream up. So we are going to watch a video she released in September 2022 called a fry-up. I don't know what a fry-up is. When I think of a fry-up, I just think of a bunch of fried foods. But based on the thumbnail, I'm not sure that's what it's going to be. A fry-up could mean something else in the UK. I don't know. I did not research it because I wanted to be surprised. I got a DM from somebody saying, Gigi, you have to watch Kay's cooking. You have to watch the fry-up video. You are not going to be happy, but we are all going to love it. So I decided, sure, I'm going to go ahead and watch it. I'm going to make myself physically ill and wonder how a woman so sweet, a woman so kind, a woman so gentle like Kay could invoke so many vomitous feelings in me. So come along with me. We're going to the UK. We're going to see what the hell a fry-up is. We're going to see what kind of shirt he's wearing. And we're going to see if her son shows up at the end to taste it and lie and tell her that it tastes good. Well, let's go.
Hi people, and I'm back
Hello.
cooking again. And today I'm doing, well, it's something I've pinched off the internet.
Is it just me, or does Kay's voice sound very raspy today? I hope she didn't come down with the vid.
Again. Now it does say to boil some potatoes for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Now personally I think it should be longer.
What the hell is that? Is that human meat? Like human meat. What I meant to say was, is that meat made for human consumption? Hopefully it's not human meat.
But I'm just following the recipe.
What is that?
She did. Now I've got some oil in my pan.
Okay.
And
I don't see any oil in that pan, but okay.
It says to put the meat.
What kind of meat is that?
And the honey
It kind of...
in together.
Hold on.
And the onions in together.
I don't know what the hell she said. I think she said onions, but it sounded like she said the honey-uns, like honey onions. I think maybe she misspoke. I don't know what kind of meat that is. I'm not sure if it's in the description. I probably should have looked first. But it looks like a cross between tuna fish and perhaps a small animal that one would keep as a pet. Let's continue.
Together. Now, the onions are...
Why does she call them onions? Is that a UK thing? Instead of onions, you call them onions, like we have funyuns?
Frozen, which... Well,
or are they not onions? And onions is something I've never even heard of before. Let me know down below if you're in the UK. Is she just saying it differently? Or is that like a whole new brand of vegetable that I've yet to discover? The beautiful onion.
Came out of the freezer. So I am going to give them, the meat and the onions, time.
The onions. I'm not going to get past this video because every time she says onions, I question my entire existence.
To cook while the potatoes are doing.
Where's the potatoes?
There to be 8 ounces of meat.
What kind of meat?
1 diced onion.
Onion?
It says to add
I'm so confused. Butter? Or is it butter?
Hold on. 2 tablespoons of butter. And that is butter, as you can
Butter?
and see. I am going to let...
What kind of meat is that?
Melt, because it needs to melt.
Yeah, I love melting butter.
And that, I don't know if I said, but that's 8 ounces of meat, 1 diced onion.
Okay, now she's saying it right, onion, but earlier I heard onion with an H. I'm very confused, and I really wish I knew what kind of meat that was. I'm thinking maybe it is like a tuna fish albacore. Watch somebody come out and be like, Gigi, that's pork, and I'll have to rethink everything.
Or it can be sliced, and 2 tablespoons of
Butter.
butter. But it also says 2 tablespoons of flour.
Flour? How interesting. And we're making like a really chunky and textury roux? Like, is this a roux?
It doesn't say which particular flour, so I've just gone for plain. But I don't think it would really make a difference with only being 2 tablespoons.
Flour, interesting.
As you can see, the butter.
I mean, of course, a fry up with flour, usually you take the meats and you batter it and you put flour on it, and there's like a process like egg wash, flour. Sometimes they do another egg wash, breadcrumbs. But I've never seen like just throw everything in the pot and then add flour to it. It's like the anti-frying. It's like a deconstructed fried whatever the hell she's making, like deconstructed fried meats. I don't like it. Reminds me of cat food.
Butter has nearly melted, so now I'm going to add the
Won't the flour burn?
flour. Mix all the flour in, all around the pan. Are them taters boiling yet?
I'm not a fan of this already, and this potato's coming too. Potatoes might save it, though. Potatoes really are a wondrous vegetable. They save everything.
Nope. Mix all that in. And then it says to add half a cup of milk very gradually.
Kay, what the hell are you making?
But it also says a good amount of salt.
Okay.
And a good amount of pepper.
Okay.
So I'm going to mix them in. And then it says to add some sage.
Sage, that's beautiful. So is this tuna fish? There better be something in the. I'm gonna check the description when I'm done with the reaction to see if it says it, because I don't understand. Like, Kay, I love you, but you can't just be like, I'm adding like a cup of meat. Like, meat is very generic. I need to know, is it pork? Is it chicken? I'm thinking it's fish, which makes me like kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. Fish mixed with milk. And what else she put in here? You've got flour, fish, milk, oil, butter. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Unless you were making maybe like a fish cake. But again, the flour would get mixed into the meat. Like I said, with frying meat, you coat it and then you fry it. I've never heard anybody say, hey, just throw the meat and the flour all into the fryer and hope for the best. Like, I'm not sure about this. This is very perplexing.
So I'm going to add, I know sage can be very harsh. So, ooh, that's a lot of sage. Never mind.
That's a lot of sage.
And I'm going to mix that in.
Okay.
And it's looking a bit more dry. So
it's looking very dry.
A bit more milk can go in.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of something what I used to eat as a kid, but when my mom did it, it was much more appealing, appetizing to me. My mom, and I love it, and I haven't eaten it in a while, but like I would just eat the hell out of it. Tuna fish mixed with fresh mashed potatoes. My mom would make mashed potatoes, then put some in a bowl, and then she'd put tuna fish on top of it, and we would just mix it up and eat it. I know it sounds probably atrocious to you, and they're probably saying, well, Gigi, isn't that what this is? No. This is a tragedy. This is a crime against humanity. Mashed potatoes, and then you put the tuna fish on top. Two different things, and it even looks much more appetizing. Okay, it kind of looks like cat food with mashed potatoes, but it looks better than this version of cat food. My opinion, Kay, do not sue or strike me. This just doesn't look well. It could look great at the end, though, and we're almost there, and maybe this is going to be the most 5-star looking Michelin chef meal I've ever seen, but something tells me probably not, but we'll see. We'll see.
It looks like all meat's coming together.
Oh.
Like it should do.
Okay.
And a bit more milk now.
I don't know how I feel about the milk.
it's all supposed to come together. But
Why can't I smell this? Like, I'm literally sitting here thinking I can smell this food. Either that or my house is like up in flames. I hope it's my mind playing tricks on me, and I'm not sitting here in the middle of a disaster watching Case cooking with my noise canceling headphones, having no idea what's going on in the kitchen behind me.
most of it is supposed to come together. Some of the meat's still not done.
That's got to be. It has to be tuna fish. If I find out that this is not tuna fish or a fish derivative, I'm gonna be devastated.
Just gonna add all. Oh, that's a lot of milk. All the milk in now, and just keep turning it over until it's done. I'm going to make sure all the milk is evaporated.
Yep.
And then I'm going to leave it to simmer.
My hair's a mess.
For a few minutes. Well, like it should do. Leave it to simmer for a few minutes. Oh, it's getting right.
Look at this.
It's going right now. Right, so yes, I'm going to leave that to simmer.
Yep.
For a few minutes.
Where's the potatoes?
And let it cook.
Oh, that looks just like mushy tuna fish. It's too much.
More. Because it hasn't really had time to cook, has it? So everything get off the spatula. So I'm going to leave that to cook for a few more minutes.
Is it really cooking or is it warming up?
Right, it's the split potatoes are now done. It does say to add the potatoes.
Listen, the boiled potatoes at this part could be the saving grace, because us Portuguese people, we have a dish where we mix codfish. My mom used to make it. God, it was so good. Where she would make codfish, and it was like kind of like a casserole. I'm not going to say it in Portuguese because it'll massacre it. But it was like a casserole, and it was pretty much like codfish shredded up, and it would be like onions and hard-boiled eggs and what else? Chickpeas, and then you would drizzle it with olive oil, and it kind of looked like that, but somehow it still looked more appealing. But I'm wondering if that's kind of like what they're going for here. Are they going for the cod or bacalhau dish that my people make? Or I don't know. I don't know.
Get in.
Oh, and it has potatoes, of course. That's why I started thinking of that. So it's codfish, onions, chickpeas, potatoes, and it's all mixed and baked together, and then you get a plate of it, and you drizzle olive oil on it. It's super, super good. So it kind of reminds me of like where this is going, except what my mom used to make stayed on the highway and led you to like a really happy place. I feel like this is taking exit 4 into like quicksands, and that's it.
Oh, I think I've done too many. We did survive potatoes anyway, so. And then it says to get all the meat and ham. Oh, meat and ham. It's the same ingredient thing. Get all the ham and the.
Oh my God, it's ham. God, it's ham. I would have bet anything that this was tuna fish. That was ham? Why did it look so much like tuna fish?
Onions all over the potatoes, if you can. I think I've got more potatoes than what I have ham.
Ham? Kay, are you sure that's ham? I think that's tuna fish. And I think somebody lied to you and they wrote ham on the chicken of the sea can. But I'm pretty sure that can't be ham. Was it even pink?
Never mind.
I guess it was a little bit.
That's more or less it, yes. Like I said, the potatoes have only had 15 minutes. I don't like that idea, but I'm going to give it a little longer to cook because I think the potatoes are a bit soft. So, yeah, I'm going to give it 5 minutes then to cook. So
I can't wait to see how this gets plated. Is it plated like a patty? Is it plated like a meaty soup, even though there's no liquid? Like, is it in a bowl?
Get everything coated, and I'm going to give it 5 minutes to get cooked, and we'll see how it goes. And that is the end product. And here is the taste test.
Right, here's a taste test. Yeah, not looking forward to this.
Like I said, it looks like the codfish meal, but not as like the codfish thing. While it kind of sounds similar that we make, and I'm gonna try to find the name of the dish and how to say it. I know how to say it in my head, but I don't want to like say it out loud. It just looks better because, like I said, you mix it all together and then put it in the oven and it bakes with a brown top. That just looks like raw cat food with a potato added.
Yeah, here we go.
And even he knows. He's like not interested. It probably doesn't taste bad. I mean, ham, potato, onion, oil, butter.
Surprisingly, it doesn't actually taste horrible. It just literally tastes like as it is.
Is the stage overpowering?
What sage? There's
What
hard
sage?
a bit of a spicy taste, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a kick.
Yeah, but apart from that, yeah, it's actually nice. Thumbs up.
At least it were.
I mean, I could see it being nice because, like I said, it's ham, onions, butter, potatoes. It's just texturally and visually, I don't think she would go on to the next round of Top Chef.
Nice or something, whatever he said. I can't remember now. But there's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise. If you like what you see, please keep viewing.
I love what I see.
If you want to give me a thumbs up, please do. If you want to leave a comment on a recipe, I'm getting around to them all.
I love it.
So the more the merrier. If you haven't subscribed or you know someone who hasn't subscribed, get subscribing, get yourself subscribing, get everybody subscribing. Thank you. Bye.
The Queen's Chocolate Perfection Pie, huh? Okay, there's not much left to say. Like I said, I could see why it would taste decent because it really is like all ingredients that are good. Although I can't tell you what sage tastes like. Have I had sage? When I think of sage, I think of like doing the cleansing stuff when you want to cleanse spirits from your house, the saging of a house. I don't think I've ever actually had sage like in a meal. But everything else, I mean, like I said, it's ham, which I swear was tuna fish. I think that one was lied to, but we'll go with it and say it was ham. Ham, potatoes, butter, onions, oil. You can't go wrong with that. I maybe would have put that all together and then maybe like kind of mashed up the potatoes with it and then maybe put it in the oven, baked it a little bit, but that's just me. I wouldn't eat it because of the texture. Like I looked at it and it looked like a cat version of corned beef and hash. Like I love corned beef and hash. So it's not even like the fact that it looks like that because I don't mind a corned beef and hash with the diced potatoes and the cut up corned beef. But that looked like an even like messier corned beef. Like that's my limit. Like corned beef and hash is my limit texturally of like mushy food when I have breakfast or like I guess a fry up. That's like 3 rungs below corned beef and hash. And I'm just not going to do it. But Kay, I love you. Oh, as usual. Beautiful meal, I guess. I don't know where on the internet you're getting this crap from, but I commend you for not only getting it, but for trying it, and for somehow making it work. And listen, your son loved it, and listen, that is all that matters. Anyway, that is everything. That's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe line down below. Click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go to give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up. If you like my videos, we like my videos, means you like my channel. We like my channel grows. And feel free to share this video and others on social media. I've also got a Discord link down below. It's not just for chatting. It's a great way to be notified every time I upload or go live. Because sometimes the YouTubes doesn't always tell you. But if you're in that Discord, you'll always know. As always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And most of all, thank you for watching. And until next time.